Ladies and gentlemen, the horses have been called. They're moving onto the track for this evening's first race, the first half of the Daily Double. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and under, racing 1 mile. A purse of $1,900. The 2-horse is a programmed scratch. Here is the lineup. The 1, Sonny's Chef, owned by Lois and Paul Brooks of Van Loo, Ohio. Melanie Williams, the trainer driver. Number 2 at scratch. The 3, KIRSTI'S Stormcat, owned by Sang Wong the third of Waynesville. Jim Arledge, the trainer. Randy Sharp's driving. The 4, Sea Overtime, owned by Robert Henry of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Paul Johnson trains with Darren Mauser. 5, Beach Commander, owned and trained by Bucky Trout of Washington Courthouse. A driver's change here to Don Irvine Jr. Don Irvine Jr. From post 6, it's Lucy and Ethel, owned by Dave Franklin of Lexington. Tommy Smith, the trainer. Mike Wilder up. Number 7, Hinugage and Joe, owned by Kathy Riley of Jeffersonville. Richard Kelly Jr. trains. Dean Gillespie driving. The 8, Tootin' Scootin', owned and trained by Howard Wallace of Lebanon. Hugh Beatty Jr. From post 9, April Spur. A new owner now, Lloyd Voiles of Michigan, owns this 2-year-old filly. Todd Christie, the trainer, with Dave Merrill driving. The 10, Guyot Gal Sal, owned by the Pine Lane Farms of Lebanon. Roy Wilson, the trainer and the driver. Win Play Show Perfecta and the Trifecta wagering also the first half of the Twin Trot. And they're off, and it's Lucy and Ethel as they fire quickly for the lead. Alongside in second, it's Beach Commander. Towards the inside in third, it's KIRSTI'S Stormcat from the far outside in the fourth. It's Tootin' Scootin' at the rail and racing 5, April Spur. Then it's a gap of 4 lengths and 6, Sonny's Chef on the inside. 7th, Guyot Gal Sal. At the rail and racing 8th, it's Hinugage and Joe, the early trailer in 9th. Sea Overtime, they reach the first quarter-mile marker, 28-2. On the front with the lead here, it's Lucy and Ethel. For the outside now to challenge the leader, here comes KIRSTI'S Stormcat. At the rail in third is Beach Commander. Another 2 lengths and 4, Tootin' Scootin'. April Spur, the trio filly, has tightened up now in front of first. She's in 5th. And still gapping 2 lengths and 6, Guyot Gal Sal. And further back in 7th, Sonny's Chef. They race towards the half. And Lucy and Ethel being pushed along here by KIRSTI'S Stormcat. They reach the half together, 57-2. Now to make the turn to the backstretch. And Lucy and Ethel hangs on to the lead here a length and a quarter. KIRSTI'S Stormcat to the outside, still there though, applying pressure. And Beach Commander is locked in tight behind the leader in third. And now it's covered, drafting along. Here comes Tootin' Scootin' at the rail and racing 5. It's Guyot Gal Sal. The field slowly coming together here, but it's Lucy and Ethel who's led every step of the mile. But Beach Commander is right there behind her and waiting for racing room in second. 3/4, 1:27-4. Lucy and Ethel, but now to the outside, Beach Commander. Irvine has worked out a perfect trip on the outside, and now 3 wide. Here comes Tootin' Scootin' as they swing to the top of the stretch. Less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come, and it's Lucy and Ethel with the lead, but Beach Commander is right there, and down to the inside. Here comes a 25-1 shot. Guyot Gal Sal as they drive in the deep stretch. It's Beach Commander by a neck. First race now official, and trackside is the winner. Number 5, Beach Commander, a 3-year-old daughter of Beach Powell from the Flying Breath Mare, Nectar Lodell, owned and trained by Bucky Trout of Washington Courthouse. Nicely kept, driven tonight by Don Irvine Jr. Second win of the season for Beach Commander, in fact her second career win, and she earns a mark tonight to 159 1/5. 5-6 Perfecta paying $17 even, $17. 5-6-1, $2 trifecta, $278. Here's the field now for the second race, second half of the Daily Double. Fillies and mares claiming pacers racing 1 mile. A field of 10, the 1 Santa Symphony. Held by Roger Peterman of London and Dale Peterman of West Jefferson. Roger Peterman trains. Dean Gillespie drives. The 2 CR Golden Angel, owned and trained by Sean Hall of Circleville. Driver's change is 2 Dan Ader. 3 JR Aphrodite, owned and trained by John Barnes of Mount Sterling. Driver's change to Justin Hall. 4 Southern Time, owned by Gary Biederman, Harry Fike, and John Fike of Ohio. Gary Biederman trains. Charlie Neff driving. 5, Good Babies Don't Cry, owned and trained by Robert Burdens of Dayton with Hugh Beatty Jr. Number 6, Tag, owned and trained by Charles Brown of Richwood. Don Irvine Jr. 7, Awesome Aaron, owned by Richard Lindsay of Toledo. Larry Solbaum trains and drives. The 8, Neversha Bluegrass, owned by Myrtle Ramey of Nicholasville, Kentucky. Robert Lassing trains. Jack Dahlia. At the 9, Frugal Rose, leased by Robert Zink of Ohio. Tommy Smith training with Mike Wilder. And from post 10, it's Mindy Baker, owned by Richard Stevens and Selma Sue of Columbus. Roy Murphy, the trainer Randy Tharp in the sulky. Win place to Perfecta and a trifecta wagering. Post time 8 minutes. Second race, pacing Chili's in there. Lining up, moving in. On the back stretch, there they go. And they're off, and first away from mid-track, it's Good Babies Don't Cry. From the outside and racing in the second, Awesome Aaron. Towards the inside in third, it's Southern Time. After that in fourth comes Tag, 2 lengths to the inside 5, Neversha Bluegrass. Away in sixth was Shannon Symphony, 2 lengths in the seventh is Mindy Baker. To the inside and racing 8, Frugal Rose. And after a mix-up at the start, ninth on the inside is Sierra Golden Angel with J.R. Aphrodite trailing. The opening quarter 27-3, and Awesome Aaron setting the pace here by 2. Good Babies Don't Cry. To the inside is racing in second. Another 2 lengths in third. Southern Time 2 lengths further back to Tag. Is still a bit strung out here as they race into the clubhouse third, and it's Awesome Aaron with the lead here. Awesome Aaron's odds on favored by 2. Good Babies Don't Cry at 13-1 is racing second. After the villain 3 Southern Time, the half 57 3/5. Tag of the inside is racing fourth. Neversha Bluegrass closing in fifth. Inside in the sixth, it's Shanna Symphony underway seventh. Here comes Mindy Baker with Frugal Rose directly behind her as they race into the backstretch. And it's Awesome Aaron with a 3-length advantage. Good Babies Don't Cry is racing a second. Southern Time, 2 out quickly, and 3 wide of the outside comes Tag. They race into the final turn, and Awesome Aaron now being pressured. It's Good Babies Don't Cry right at his heels in second. The 3/4, 127-1. Southern Time to the outside as they're racing in third, but not much progress. Tag was forced to go 3 wide and is now spent as they turn for home. Lost 7/8 of a mile to go, and it's Awesome Aaron who's led 2 out. Good Babies Don't Cry will go down to the inside, and Southern Time is still there. Here comes Tag, one last try the outside. As they drive the deep stretch, it's Awesome Aaron, and Tag is coming quickly inside. Racing in third, Good Babies Don't Cry. Awesome Aaron hangs on. Trackside is the winner, number 7, Awesome Aaron, 5-year-old daughter of Timely's Best, owned by Richard Lindsay of Toledo, Ohio. Larry Solbaum, the trainer driver. Third win of the season, pacing the mile in 1:58-1. The second race trophy presentation made by the Bentwood Stable Youth Show Team. Now let's go to Woodbine, where the second race is already in progress.
53, they were up at the half. Race is on now. Moving into the final turn. No escape on the inside. Die Hard Fan on the outside.
Marshal Canton McDonald leading the horses to the post this evening's third race. The first of 2 superfecta races offered on each card. The third race, a fillies and mares pace, racing 1 mile, purse of $2,300. Field of 10 going postward. The 1, O Samio. Owned by Leonard Buckner, Mount Eaton, Ohio. Ken Hoffer trains. Don Irvine Jr. driving. Number 2, Pocket Edition, leased and trained by Sherry Myers of South Charleston, handled by Dan Ader. 3, Sea Spray, owned by Magic Touch Incorporated of Georgia, Brian Robbins, and Richard Crown of Ohio. Don Boroff trains. Chip Novola. The 4, Barnyard Girl, owned by Jolene Kelly and Richard Kelly Jr. of Ohio. Richard Kelly Jr. trains with Jeff Smith. 5 is Aim Too High, owned by Jeff Johnson of Canal Winchester and Ralph Aronson of Columbus. Virgil Morgan Jr. trained with Randy Tharp. Number 6, Lumbering, owned by the HCA Stable of Wilmington. Jeff Daly trains and drives. 7, Sister Slam, owned it by James Ferrion of Marion. Fred Ferrion Jr. training with Dave Myers. The 8, Noble Sweetheart, owned by Dean Davis of Worcester and Ron Steck of Sunbury. Ron Steck trains. Drivers change to Bob Harper. The 9 Carbohydrate, owned and trained by Ann Hildebrand, Mike Wilder in the bike. And the trailing position, number 10, Fruity, owned and trained by Jeff Cornett of Lebanon. Jack Daly is in the sulky. Win Place Show. Third race, facing fillies and mares. Lining up, moving in. On the backstretch, there they go. And they're off, and it's Sea Spray, the 2-year-old filly, bursting first for the lead, alongside in second. It's Barnyard Girl. Towards the inside third, Pocket Edition from off the pylons in fourth, Ostanio. Angling in 5, looking for a seat that's aimed too high on the inside in 6th, Fruity. At the rail in 7th is Lumbering, 2 lengths in 8th, Sister Slam. Away in 9th was Noble Sweetheart, that leaves the trailer Carbohydrate. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, and it's the freshman Sea Spray. Calling the shots early, 28-2 was the opening quarter. Pocket Edition on the inside is racing second, and moving first up at the outside. Here comes Aimed Too High, and Aimed Too High. Aimed right to the front, and she takes the lead with a full head of steam, and Fruity is directly behind her. She'll lose her live cover, and she's parked first up at the outside. Sea Spray at the rail is racing in third, with Pocket Edition in fourth. To the outside in 5. Here comes Barnyard Girl. They reach the half, 57, and it's 3/5. Now to the back stretch, and with a lead, it's Aimed Too High, leading through a nose. Fruity on the outside, applying heavy pressure, and Fruity takes a slight lead here, edging out. Aimed Too High, she's up by only a head, but Aimed Too High is going right with her on the inside. Barnyard Girl is the one with the perfect trip. She's drafting with cover in third, and at the rail, Sea Spray is now advancing. Pocket Edition is buried at the rail in 5, with Lumbering to the outer floor in 6. Here's the 3/4, 127, and it's Aimed Too High who continues the lead. But Sea Spray should be well rested. She'll have to have a big kick here in the stretch, with Pocket Edition directly behind her in third. Now Lusted in 8th, and down the stretch they come, and it's Aimed Too High with a lead. Sea Spray to the outside. Pocket Edition down low, but it's Aimed Too High. She's drawing clear here. Aimed Too High in front. Pocket Edition up for second. Sea Spray third. 156-2 tonight. Trackside into the winner's circle. Winner of tonight's third, number 5, Aim Too High. 3-year-old daughter of Direct Scooter from the Albertson mare, Aiming High, owned by Jeff Donson of Canal Winchester and Ralph Aronson of Columbus. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains Randy Tarps in the sulky. Aim Too High recording her 6th off of the season, and tonight finally eclipsing the 156-4. She's been pacing at a steady rate. And tonight, 156-2 gives her a career mark. And the blue blanket presentation tonight by the Worthington Industries to the Virgil Morgan Jr. stable with Aim Too High. 5-2 perfected, $19.40, $19.40. The superfecta 5-2-3-1. $741.40, $741.40. Here's the field for the fourth. Tonight's fillies and mares. Racing 1 mile. Purse of $1,700, a field of 9. Number 1 is OTN. Owned by Daryl Sams of Chillicothe. John Barr trains. Johnson Hall driving. The 2 Johanna. Owned by Bob Griffith of Georgetown, Kentucky. Robert Burns, the trainer. Hugh Beatty Jr. 3 Winston's Garrett, owned by Don Bullen Jr. Marango Don Bullen the second trains with Charlie Smith Jr. 4 Whispers Hill, owned by Laurie Crunch of West Alexandria. Ira Cruncher trains, John Collins driving. 5 Mickey Mochos, owned by John and Fred Eckstein of Lewis Center. John Eckstein trains with Chip Noble. Number 6 Demas, been trained by John Plain of Lebanon. Don Irvine Jr. The 7-headed niece, owned by Ralph Sexton and Francis Thomas of Hamilton. Ralph Sexton trains Mike Wilder. The 8 Sweet Bee, owned by Tish Sturwald. Jim Daly trains and drives. At the 9 Deep Boppin', owned by Jim Underwood of Grove City. Fred Winston Jr. trains Randy Tarps in the sulky. Win Place Show. Fourth race, pacing fillies and mares, all in behind the gate. On the back stretch, there they go. And they're off, and it's Johanna first for the lead, but from the inside, OTN circling from the far side, B Boppin. three-way battle for the lead. And on the outside, B. Bompin will take command here, put the nose in front. And B. Bompin battling with OTN, who came away well from off the inside. Then there's a gap of some 4 to Johanna. She's followed by Winsome's Garrett in fourth. Another 5 lengths back 5. It's Whisper Hill. Here's the opening quarter, 27-2 as they come to the stretch, and it's B. Bompin, the leader here by 2. OTN at the inside is racing second, Johanna in third. Then comes Winsome's Garrett fourth. Whisper Hill closing steadily in fifth, 2 lengths in sixth. It's Mickey Mochos. Then comes Demas, followed by a Denise, and the trailer is Sweet B. Field and straight alignment as they work their way into the clubhouse turn, and on the front with the lead, it's B. Bompin with Tharps by 2. OTN getting a perfect trip on the inside in second, a half 58 seconds flat, now to the back stretch, and here comes Johanna as Beatty pulls her to the outside, and coming first up now, Winsome's Garrett quickly tags that cover, second over in fourth. To the outside 5 is Mickey Mochos, at the rail in 6th, Whisper Hill. Then comes Ed Denise. Shuffle back Demas is locked in tight, and Sweet Bee is underway. And the field is shuffling now, and there goes Johanna as she's sent right to the front, and Johanna extends the lead now 3 lengths, 3/4, 127-3. And Johanna is on the roll here. She's not looking back. She extends the lead by 5 to the outside. Winsome's Garrett. B. Bompin is firing badly to the outside. Here comes Mickey Mochos and Ed Denise. With less than a 16th, it's all Johanna. The three-legged pacing mare is pulling away. On the outside, closing steadily is Ed Denise, but it's Johanna. Home free in front, finishing second at Denise, and Demas, the late closing third. 156-4. 4-year-old daughter Thrifty Kurt from the brave leader mare, Jahan. Owned by Bob Griffith of Georgetown, Kentucky. Trained by the gentle giant Robert Burns. Driven tonight by Sandy Beatty. Johanna recording her 4th win of the season. A big mile tonight. 156-4, a career mark for her. Tonight's 4th race. Blanket presentation made by LifeScan. Novo Nordisk. Racers are on the track and trading to the post. Fillies and mares racing 1 mile. Field of 9, number 1, Bow Me Over. Owned by Charles and Lois Stovall of London. Doug Stovall, the trainer, Randy Tharps driving. 2 Easy Drop, owned and trained by Ira Cruncher, West Alexandria with Don Irvine Jr. 3 is Kills of Gold, owned by Edwin Lean of Kettering. Mary Coven trained, Sam Coven drive. 4 Silver Bells, owned and trained by Charles Brown of Richwood, Jim Dalia. 5 Terry Z, owned and trained by Jay Andy of Norwich. Dave Myers up. 6 Linwood Eris, owned by Lonnie McIntosh of London, and Jim Florio trains with Mike Wilder. 7 Side Court, owned by Tom Lovely and Susan McKinney of Ohio. Tom Lovely trains and drives. And the 8 Royal Diversion, with the J and L Duval stable, and Matthias Menzinger of New York. Tommy Smith trains Hugh Beatty Jr. in the bike. From post 9, Emma Lusta, sold by Algin Enterprises of Beaver Creek. Fred Winstead Jr. trains. Chip Noble is in the sulky. One place show perfecta, twin trifecta wagering. There goes Terry Z now to challenge early. Away in third was Eve's Drop. Tails of Gold looking to drop in fourth from the outside of 5. Comes Anna Lusta at the rail in 6th. It's Silver Bells, 2 lengths in 7th. Linwood Eris at the rail in 8th. Side Court, the trailer night, is Royal Diversion. Around the first turn. And Bow Me Over, parked to the first quarter, takes the lead here from Terry Z. They reach the opening quarter-mile marker, 28 2/5, and Anna Lusta has been parked throughout the first quarter, and she's on the outside now in third, and she's making her bid for the lead. Eve's Drop at the rail in 4th, and here comes Kells of Gold to the outside, gapping her cover in 5th. To the outside is 6th, it's Linwood Eris, and at the rail in 7th, Silver Bells. Side Court is underway to the outer flow. Royal Diversion lagging behind here, racing 9th. 5 of the inside, and there's 4 moving. They reach the half, 58 2, with Bow Me Over with the lead here, a length and a half. Inside second is Cherry Z. Amalusta already finished, as she begins to fade. Now 3 wide to the outside. Here comes Linwood Harris and Wilder. An alert drive here, moving around that tiring cover. Now locked in tight as eavesdrop as they race down the back stretch. And on the front here with the lead, it's Bow Me Over, but alongside Linwood Harris applying heavy pressure. Terry Z behind the battling leaders in third. And Side Court drafting with cover in fourth. The 3/4 and 1:28 as they round the final turn. It's the 4-1 shot. Bow Me Over with the lead by 3 parts of a length. On the outside, a second, it's Linwood Harris, and at the rail, Terry Z, but it's Bow Me Over as she extends the lead by 2. On the outside, Linwood Harris, Terry Z, one final surge of the inside, but it won't be enough. Bow Me Over by 2 lengths. Linwood Harris was second, Terry Z up for third. Me Over, 4-year-old daughter of Parsons Brett from the Bow mare. Bow Over, owned by Charles and Lois Stovall of London. Doug Stovall trains Randy Tharp in the Sonky. Her 5th win of the season. Bow Me Over recording a career mark tonight. She paces the mile very handily. It won 57 flat. And for second leading driver here at the Scioto Downs, Randy Tharp, a driving double thus far this evening. The 5th race blanket presentation made by Meyer. 5th race is official. The 1/6 Perfecta, $107.47. Introducing the horses for race number 6. Tonight's 6th race, condition pacing fillies and mares, racing 1 mile. A purse of $3,800. The one is Trapper MD, owned by Terry Grant of Batavia. Mr. Grant trains. Randy Tharp's driving. 2 Favorite Madam, owned by Don Huddleston of Chillicothe. Jerry Kuchbach trains with Mike Wilder. 3 Munges Molly, owned by Martin Racing of Germantown. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains. Don Irvine Jr. will drive. 4 Damar's Jessica, owned by Mark Perrin of Middletown. And David Ram of Lebanon. Joasic trains with John Cullen. 5 Tucson Gwinnett, owned by Edwin Lean of Kettering. Mary Coven trains. Sam Coven drive. 6 Sharp Ellen, owned by Wiggins. Rose and Rose of Xenia and a Rose of Yellow Springs. Kevin Manley trains with Chip Noble. 7 is Like Butter, owned by Virgil Hall of Jackson. Brett Elliott trains and drives. The 8 Got My Eye on You, owned by Ruby Hostetler of Beach City, Ohio. Charlie Myrick trains. Jim Daly is in the Sonky. Win Play Show Perfected Trifecta wagering 8 minutes until post 8 minutes. 6th race pacing fillies and mares. All in behind the gate. The gate swings into the back stretch for the start. There they go. And tip off into the far outside. Got My Eye on You, powering to the front. Trapper MD using the inside to her advantage. Away in third is Like Butter. On the inside in fourth, Favorite Madam. She's followed by Damar's Jessica, who in turn is followed by Tucson Gwinnett. A bit strung out here. They approach the first quarter-mile marker, and on the front, Got My Eye on You will dictate the pace. On the inside, Trapper MD getting the garden spot trip. The opening quarter, 27-3. And Got My Eye on You has the lead. Trapper MD to the inside is racing second. Like Butter follows in third, and on the rail in fourth, Favorite Madam. First up, here comes Damar's Jessica. Tucson's Gwinnett remains on the inside in sixth. 2 lengths in seventh, it's Sharp Ellen, and far back the trailer, Mudge's Molly. They reach the halfway point, halfway home in 57-3. With the lead as they swing to the back stretch. Got My Eye on You. On the inside and racing second, Trapper MD. As they race down the back stretch. And on the outside and racing in third, it's Damar's Jessica. Like Butter is at the bill in fourth. Inside in 5, it's Favorite Madam. On the bill in sixth, Sharp Ellen. Into the final turn, Got My Eye on You by 2 3/4, 125-2. Got My Eye on You has the lead. On the inside, Trapper MD. Here comes Like Butter. She comes to the outside with a quick burst of speed as they turn for home. Now less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Got My Eye on You, but Like Butter on the outside is right there, and Like Butter kicks it into the gear, and she goes right on by like butter. 2 in a row. Trapper MD was second. Tight for show. 1:53 and 4. Finishing third, number 6, Sharp Elman. Traxante winner, number 7, Light Butter. 4-year-old daughter of Jake Lobel from the Albatross mare Becky's Love. Home by Virgil Hall of Jackson, Ohio. Trained and driven tonight by Brett Elliott. Her second win of the season, and what a mile tonight. Career record 1:53 and 4/5. Sixth race, now official. 7-1 Perfecta, $43.60, $43.60. The 7-1-6 Trifecta, $437.60, $437.60. Tonight's pick 3 combination, 217, 3 of 3, $302.20, 302.20. Here's the field for the 7th race. Fillies and mares, condition claiming pacers, racing 1 mile, purse $2,400. The 1 is Sizzlin' Samantha. All by Jim Davis of Lebanon. Carl Bray trains, Randy Tharp's driving. The 2, Scarlet Danielle, London trained and driven by Rick Guerin of Germantown. 3 not on Sunday, owned by John Turner. Don Turner and Alvin Parks of West Virginia. Dan Ader, the trainer driver. 4, Linda Linnell, owned by Charles Blankenship of Asheville. Leonard Applin trains with Bob Harper. 5, Hill Sensational, owned by the Diamond Chip Stable of Columbus, and Scott Mogan of Asheville. Scott Mogan trains Don Irvine Jr. 6, Jazzy Jackie Ann, owned by Mark Klotz of Circleville and Jeanette Dower. Gahanna, Dave Klotz trains and drive. The 7, Always Be Happy, owned by Jason Ash of Dublin. Virgil Morgan Jr. training with Mike Wilder. The 8, Flash Paper, owned and trained by John Perrin of Lebanon. The driver is Hugh Beatty Jr., Sandy Beatty. The 9, Goodnight Sweetheart, owned and trained by Mike Reardon of Delaware. Chip Noble in the bike. And from post 10, Coin of Phrase, owned by Jim Cancer of Columbus. Bob Barnett, the trainer driver. Wouldn't play show pacers, all in behind the gate. On the back stretch, there they go. And they're off, and it's Always Be Happy, fastest of all for the lead, but alongside goes Jazzy Jackie Ann. Jazzy Jackie Ann quickly outsteps the outside challenger, but here comes Always Be Happy right back to the outside to retake the lead. Battling early, and Always Be Happy wins the early battle on the inside. Jazzy Jackie Ann now settles in second. Early quarter move from Linda Linnell as Harper brings her to the outside. Out the rail in 4th is Scarlet Danielle. Not on Sunday, came away 5th. Sizzlin' Samantha to the inside 6th. Opening quarter 27-4, and Linda Linnell has been sent to the front. She takes command. Always Be Happy now with cover as second, with Jazzy Jackie Ann next in third. Scarlet Danielle, a 40-1 shot, came away fourth. Not on Sunday, moving first to the outside in fifth. Coin of Phrase takes the cover in sixth. Saving ground seventh now is Sizzlin' Samantha to the outside in eighth. Hill Sensational. She's followed ninth by Flash Paper. Good Night Sweetheart is the trailer. Half and 58. 2/5 of a second as they swing to the back stretch with Linda Linnell. Now the leader, but she leads only a neck on the outside. Not on Sunday. And not on Sunday, going right by here, but Linda Linnell battling back gamely in the inside. And these two are now head-to-head as they fire down the back stretch. On the inside in third, it's Always Be Happy with the cover fourth. Corner Phrase and off stride goes Not on Sunday, and Not on Sunday on a break here, and that puts Always Be Happy uncontested on top again. Three quarters, 127-3, and it's Always Be Happy. That's Linda Linnell, and now to the outside. Here comes Always Be Happy, and she takes her bid for the lead as they turn for home. Less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. And now Linda Linnell and Always Be Happy, and these two are slugging it out. Stride for stride as they drive in the deep stretch. It's Always Be Happy by a half. Linda Linnell second. Sizzlin' Samantha third. Now official. Tracked out is the winner, number 7, Always Be Happy, a 6-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Happy Chatter from the GT Skipper mare, Bobby Sue Skipper. Followed by Jason Ash of Dublin. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains Mike Wilder in the sulky. Always Be Happy records her third of the season in record time tonight, 1:57 flat. Trifecta 7-4-1. Introducing the horses for the 8th, fillies and mares, conditioned to Claiming Pacers, racing 1 mile, purse of $4,000, the 1HR's Gigi. Held and trained by Mike Reardon of Delaware, Donnervine Jr. drives. The 2, Just Plain Fancy. Held by Inge Namzicki of Sardinia, Ohio, Leslie Namzicki trains Chip Noble with the lines. 3, Lace and Jade, owned by Clarence DeLong of Grove City, Lloyd Hawk training with Jim Daly. The 4, Look Annie, owned by Mike Parker of Chillicothe, Virgil Morgan Jr. trains with Randy Tharps. 5, Jet Diamond, owned by Marlon Nixon of Springboro, Lana Merriman trains, Dave Myers drives. And the 6, Sassy Abu, owned by Mary Wolf, Kim Godfrey, and Larry Coder of Ohio. Larry Coder trains Mike Wilder in the sulky. Win Play Show tonight's 8th race. Fillies and mares are all in behind the gates. But the gate swings into the back stretch for the start, and there they go. And they're off, and it's Look Annie away promptly for the lead, but HR's Gigi from the inside. HR's Gigi and Look Annie, and these two fighting it out early for the lead. On the inside and racing in third, Just Plain Fancy. As Jet Diamond looks to drop in fourth, but on the inside, moving quickly now, it's Lace and Jade. The early trailer in sixth, Sassy Abu, and they continue to slug it out of the front. HR's Gigi with the lead. On the inside, Look Annie is there. And Look Annie jumps it off, goes off stride. First quarter, 27 seconds flat. And it's HR's Gigi with the lead on the inside. Gapping 2 lengths in second, Just Plain Fancy, and Look Annie back pacing to the outside, but the momentum is lost, and now she's coming first up again in third. At the red and fourth, Lace and Jade. To the outside comes Jet Diamond as she quickly picks up cover in fifth. Sassy Abu is a patient 6th. Here's the half, 56-4. And it's HR's Gigi by 2 lengths. Just Plain Fancy, 10-1 shot of the inside is in second. And coming first up in third is Look Annie. She's been parked every step of the mile. Poises strike 3 wide, and now coming quickly. Here comes Jet Diamond as she kicks it into gears. Sassy Abu quickly hustles after the cover in fifth. Lace and Jade is now in sixth, and the field tightens up here on HR's Gigi, who's enjoyed the lead the entire mile. The 3 quarters, 125-4 as they round the final turn. HR's Gigi has a lead, but Jet Diamond is right there and Jet Diamond is threatening the leader. At the rail in third, Just Plain Fancy, now less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. 8 Jars Gigi digs in. On the outside, Jet Diamond is right there. Just Plain Fancy on the inside, but it's 8 Jars Gigi home free here. 8 Jars Gigi by 2. Just Plain Fancy was second, and Jet Diamond hangs on for third. 1:54.2. Off the rail, 8 Jars Gigi, an 8-year-old daughter of the Ohio Standing Towners big guy. From the Meadow Skipper mare, 8 Jars St. Bridget, and then trained by Mike Reardon of Delaware. Donovan Jr. in the sulky. 5th win of the season for 8 Jars Gigi, and that is a career mark for her. Fastest mile of her career, 1:54 and a 2/5. For driver Donovan Jr., 2 wins tonight. That's a driving double. The one horse has been scratched. Number 2, and coming from off the rail, likewise, I'm sure, laced by Rebecca Green of Cedarville. Gary Green trains, Chip Noble drives. 3 is Noble Choice. Oma Wilma Steyer of Waterford. Brooks Air trains with Jim Daly. 4, She's a Farm Girl, owned by Mark Perrin of Middletown. David Ram of Lebanon. Joe Essig trains. John Collins drives. 5, Buena Park, owned by Keith Noble of Dublin. Rocky Stidham trains and drives. 6, Come On Two-Step, owned by Alfred Lange of North Royalton, Ohio, and Philip Baldoff of Akron. Donovan Jr., the trainer-driver. 7, Caramba Hanover, owned by Ruth Altmeyer of Pennsylvania. Dave Rankin, Dave Wills, and Kevin Sizer. Dave Rankin trains and drives. From post 8, TV Flynn, owned by Jim Carger of Morrow. Doug Stovall trains. Randy Tharps in the bike. 9, Ann's Magic Log, owned by Ann and Virgil Parks of Marengo. Ron Steck, the trainer. Driver's change is to Dan Ader. Dan Ader on the 9. Win, play, show, perfect to trifecta. 9th race, Pacers on the backstretch. There they go. And the ball, and it's TV Flynn flying from the outside as she powers to the front from mid-track second. It's Buena Park. Early third, Come On Two-Step. And from the outside, Caramba Hanover is 4th. Further in 5, it's She's a Farm Girl on the inside and 6th. Likewise, I'm sure. Then 7th, to Noble Choice, the early trailer 8, Ann's Magic Log, approaching the first quarter-mile marker. Come On Two-Step has claimed the lead, leads here with length. Opening panel 27-1. Caramba Hanover to the outside, makes her bid for the lead, and Caramba Hanover surging to the front will take command. Come On Two-Step gives it up for cover in second. TV Flynn in third. Here comes She's a Farm Girl, ranging up on the outside in 4th. Likewise, I'm sure, gapping that cover in 5th. Then comes Noble Choice in 6th. Saving ground at 7th, Buena Park, the trailer, and Magic Log. Here's the half, 56-3. Now to the back stretch. Caramba Hanover has a lead, but it's a short lead. Onto the outside, here comes She's a Farm Girl, and She's a Farm Girl, a hard-working girl, takes a lead here by 2. She's a Farm Girl going right on by, now by 2.5. On the outside, racing in second, it's Likewise, I'm sure, but she's lost her live cover. That leaves Noble Choice uncovered now, as Likewise, I'm sure, drops in behind the leader. Ann's Magic Log is also to the outside, racing in 4th. 3/4, 125-4. She's a Farm Girl has a lead, but Collins is urging her on, asking for more. Likewise, I'm sure, to the inside is in second. Noble Choice to the outside. Ann's Magic Log on the inside in 4th. Now less than a 16th to go. And down the stretch they come. She's a Farm Girl now by 4.5. On the outside, Noble Choice. Ann's Magic Log. TV Flynn closing quickly, but it's She's a Farm Girl in front in 1:55-2. Noble Choice was second. Ann's Magic Log up for third. Trackside, the official winner of the night, number 4, She's a Farm Girl, a 4-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Farmstead's fame from the Bobo mare, Radiant Rose. A homebred owned by Mark Perrin of Middletown and David Ram of Lebanon. Joe Essig trains John Collins in the sulky. Coming in from Hoosier Park in Indiana, recording her 8th of the season in record time tonight, 1:55 and 2/5 of a second. 4-3 Perfecta paying $29.40, $29.40. Here's the field for race number 10, this evening's feature race. Open pacing fillies and mares racing 1 mile. Purse of $6,500. Number 1 is Waiting for You. Over the Hall Investment Company of Logan Dick Brandt trains, David Myers driving. The 2, Perfect Gesture, held by Jim Stambaugh of Wasion. Jim Arledge Jr. trains with Don Irvine Jr. 3, Peachy Pie, held by Don Huddleston of Chillicothe, the Jerry Kuchbach, the trainer with Mike Wilder. 4 is Illegally Parked, owned by Dan Russo of Westerville. Robert Parker of Texas. Mike Epler trains. Chip Noble drives. The 5, Wild Rain, owned by Lionel Wadaker of Zanesville. Randy Tharp's training and driving. From post 6 comes Fujimo, owned by Jerry Todd of Armando Beach, Florida, and Vince Cindy of Tip City. Dan Ader, the trainer driver. Win Play Show Perfecta. Open fillies and mares, all in behind the gate. They're on the back stretch. There they go. They're off and pacing Fujimo from the outside, and right there alongside Wild Rain. Wild Rain gets away in front. Fujimo to the outside is racing in second. Illegally Parked settled in third. Waiting for You came away fourth. Perfect Gesture at the rail in fifth. The early trailer sixth is Peachy Pie. Around the first turn, Fujimo setting the early fractions here, leading by 2. Wild Rain getting a perfect trip behind the leader, racing is second. Here's the first quarter-mile marker. First up, 27-3 in straight alignments as they come past us for the first time, with Fujimo leading by 1.5 lengths. Wild Rain is second. Illegally Parked third. Waiting for You is fourth. Gapping slightly in 5 is Perfect Gesture, followed sixth by Peachy Pie. No one moving here as they race into the clubhouse turn, and Fujimo having it her way tonight. On the inside, Wild Rain at 9-1 is there in second, with Illegally Parked in third. Here's the half now, 58-2. There's a sluggish quarter. Now to the outside, here comes a Perfect Gesture, and she'll give the wake-up call to Fujimo as they straighten out down the backstretch. And Fujimo responding to the challenge by Perfect Gesture, who's now at the leader's wheel. Wild Rain to the inside is third. Out of the outside, racing fourth, it's Peachy Pie. At the rail in 5, it's Illegally Parked. Reaching the 3/4-mile marker with Fujimo in front, 3/4, 1:27-1. Around the final turn, and Fujimo continues to lead, but Perfect Gesture is right there, applying heavy pressure now. Wild Rain on the inside, and Peachy Pie is getting a perfect trip here, turning for home. Lost center 8, and down the stretch they come, and Fujimo clings to the lead, and Perfect Gesture right on by. Perfect Gesture blowing this field wide open. Perfect Gesture in front in 1:55 flat. And here she is, the winner of the 10th race, the open pace, number 2, Perfect Gesture. Just a 3-year-old filly, a youngster. Sired by the world champion sire of Beach Towel for the direct scooter mare, Token Gesture. Held by Jim Stambaugh of Wasion. Jim Arledge Jr. is the trainer, Don Irvine Jr. in the sulky. Perfect Gesture, recording her 5th of the season, her 2nd consecutive. Tonight's mile 1:55 flat, and for driver Don Irvine Jr., a good night at driving this evening. That's a driving triple. Field of 9. Number 1, Sweet Iris, owned by Iris Harwitz, Brooklyn, New York. Tim Rucker trains. Debbie Rucker drives. From post 2, El Destiny, owned by Mary Betts of Columbus. Mary Betts also trains. Mark Klotz driving. 3, Unlimited Bid, owned by Greg Luther of Columbus. He also trains. Mike Wilder up. The 4, Win Some MS, owned by Marlon and Laurie Smith of Thornville. Marlon Smith, the trainer with Bob Harper. 5, Rembrandt's Jessica, by Jim Chaliff and Mike Van Ontreve of Dayton. Carl Bray trains. Drivers change to Randy Tharps. 6, Sonny Sally, owned and trained by Ira Crutch of West Alexandria. Don Irvine Jr. drives. 7, Come On Cookie, owned by Suzanne Norflos of Pompano Beach. Todd Christie trains. Dave Merla. The 8, Tickled to Death, owned by Robert Kaufman of Columbus. Dave Rankin, the trainer-driver. And 9, Kansas Queen, owned by Ken Bailey of Canal Winchester. Robert Jordan trains. Rick Jordan in the sulky. 11th race, fillies and mares, in behind the gate, on the back stretch. There they go. And they're off, and it's Sunny Sally first to leave. Alongside it's Rembrandt's Jessica. Further in third, it's Unlimited Bid. From off the rail came Sweet Iris. Around the first turn, far outside, and winging it comes Tickled to Death. And Rankin wants the front end, and there are 3 of them across here. Out of the inside, Unlimited Bid, using the inside to her advantage. Looking to drop in now, Sunny Sally, and Tickled to Death is now hung out to dry there in third. At the rail is Sweet Iris. Opening panel, 27-2. Coming through the stretch, Win Some MS is back in 5th. To the outside in 6th now comes Rembrandt's Jessica. At the rail in 7th, El Destiny. Inside in 8th, Kansas Queen. The trailer 9th is Come On Cookie. Moving into the clubhouse turn, and Tickled to Death has finally taken that lead. Unlimited Bid giving it up for cover in 2nd. Sunny Sally gapping slightly in 3rd, and Sweet Iris is first to move to the outside 4th. With the cover 5, Rembrandt's Jessica the half, 57 flat. They swing to the back stretch. Tickled to Death has a lead, but on the outside, Sweet Iris is coming at him and coming on. Sweet Iris looks the leader in the eye and goes right on by here. Sweet Iris by a length. Tickled to Death on the inside is there, a game 2nd. Now to the outside 3. Here comes Unlimited Bid with Rembrandt's Jessica. Still has cover in 4th. To the outside 5, it's Win Some MS, and now 3 wide from off the back end. Come On Cookie, 3/4, 126-3. Around the final turn, and it's Sweet Iris by a neck, but back to the outside. Here comes Unlimited Bid. Unlimited Bid is right there, and Rembrandt's Jessica, who's never seen the inside, is still there, now parked 3 wide with less than an 8th to go, and down the stretch. And it's Unlimited Bid, but Rembrandt's Jessica right there was a nagging 2nd. As they drive in the deep stretch, Unlimited Bid, Rembrandt's Jessica, Unlimited Bid, a length over Rembrandt's Jessica. Tickled to Death, far back, that's Kansas Queen, a Kansas Queen who got up for 3rd. 157. Here's the winner, number 3, Unlimited Bid. 5-year-old daughter of Annihilator from the Big Towner mare, Biddy Hanover, owned by Greg Luther of Columbus. He also trains Mike Wilder in the sulky. First win of the season for the 5-year-old pacing mare. It's a career mark for her. Lifetime best, 157 1/5. And for driver Mike Wilder, he wins 2 this evening for driving double.